The 10.5 cm leFH-18 is a light howitzer designed by Germany before World War II. The term 18 refers to its official adoption in 1918, but this was named as a deception because, under the Treaty of Versailles, Germany was prohibited from developing and possessing new large-caliber artillery. Therefore, it was already developed during World War I. The 10.5 cm leFH-18 was designed as a successor to the 10.5 cm leFH-16 between 1929 and 1930, based on the 7.5 cm FKL/42 prototype developed by Rheinmetall at the same time, and was officially adopted by the German Armed Forces in 1935. The 10.5 cm leFH-18M appeared in 1940, and the 10.5 cm leFH-18/40 was introduced between 1942 and 1943. Together with the 15 cm SFH-18 heavy howitzer, it was widely used as the main field artillery piece of divisional artillery by both the Army and the Waffen-SS throughout World War II. Besides Germany, a total of 53 units of the 10.5 cm leFH-18 and 10.5 cm leFH-18M were exported to China and Finland during the Continuation War, where they were officially adopted as the 105H-33. Additionally, a small number of the 10.5 cm leFH-18/40 were also exported, which were designated as the 105H-33-40. Furthermore, prior to the outbreak of World War II, exports were made to Hungary, Brazil, and Spain. The export models that were captured in the Netherlands on the Western Front were repurposed and referred to as the 10.5 cm leFH-18/39. After the end of World War II, they were used in Austria and Czechoslovakia, where the annexation by Germany was dissolved, as well as in Yugoslavia, which was liberated from Axis occupation. As a light howitzer of the World War II type, it had a very standard structure, adopting a split trail for the gun carriage to expand the horizontal firing angle, and employing a hydropneumatic recoil mechanism to achieve weight reduction. The prototype stage used wooden spoked wheels, but in 1936, it was changed to cast aluminum wheels. It was towed by half-track vehicles such as the SD-KFC.61, SD-KFC.11, and SD-KFC.251-4, in addition to horses and the RSO tractor. Although mass production of the West self-propelled howitzer began in 1943 for armored artillery use, it was usually only supplied to the 1st Battalion of Armored Artillery Regiments, while the 2nd Battalion continued to use various models of the 10.5 cm leFH-18. In addition to soft-target shells, there were various types of ammunition prepared, including hard-target armor-piercing shells and shape-charged shells, as well as various types for different purposes such as smoke shells, tracer rounds, incendiary shells, star shells, and propaganda shells. Among them, the rare ones were the PZGR.39, TIAS, for anti-tank combat, and the SPRGR.42, TIAS, for long-range use, which could be launched by attaching a cartridge case to the 7.5 cm armor-piercing howitzer shell or the 8.8 cm howitzer shell. The equipment for the artillery branch was not originally intended for anti-tank combat beyond self-defense, but in the early stages of the war between Germany and the Soviet Union, tank hunters had difficulty against T-34 medium tanks and KV-1 heavy tanks even. When using high-velocity armor-piercing projectiles, PZGR.40, made of tungsten cores from the 3.7 cm Pak 36 and 5 cm Pak 38. Therefore, they often supported anti-tank combat alongside the 8.8 cm Flak series and field heavy artillery. The 10.5 cm armor-piercing shell was difficult to penetrate, but it was possible to immobilize targets, and from 1942 onwards, shape-charged shells that were supplied could be expected to achieve penetration kills. After the outbreak of World War II, it became clear that the range was insufficient, leading to the development of the 10 cm LEK-41, which mounted an improved barrel of the 10 cm K-17 on the carriage of the 10.5 cm leFH-18 as a successor. Other projects included the 10.5 cm leFH-42, which extended the maximum range to 13,000 meters, the 10.5 cm leFH-43, which was equipped with a full rotation mechanism, and the 10.5 cm leFH-44, which considered the combination of a new barrel and existing carriage. However, none of these designs were adopted due to various circumstances. Incidentally, the required specifications based on lessons learned from the German-Soviet War included a full 360-degree firing arc, capability for high-angle firing, a range of 13,000 meters with standard ammunition, and a weight lighter than the leFH-18/40, below 1,930 kilograms.